What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from the D. We got to talk about Cali again, specifically these LA riots, because that's what they are. They're LA riots. They're not peaceful protests, in spite of what some of the liberal media is trying to paint it as, in spite of what Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom are saying, claiming that, it's peaceful protests. Even Kamala Harris, our former VP, she's claiming that it's overwhelmingly majority peaceful protests, which it's not. You got people out here in total anarchy. They're out here looting, burning up stuff. I mean, since when is that a peaceful protest? I saw a sushi restaurant being looted. How in the world does that stop ICE? All right, how does that stop ICE? How does looting a Foot Locker stop ICE? So just no, it's not peaceful protest. It is rioting. It's total anarchy. I'm seeing people throwing rocks at police cars. Everything's being tagged with graffiti. A man was angry. I saw a video of a man who was angry because he saw that the mural of Kobe and Gigi was all tagged up. For him, he was like, to hell with y'all. Go back to your country. And I'm inclined to agree. You got people now. Only in one of these blue states, these extreme, crazy blue states like California, would you have something like this happen. You have people who claim America sucks, not wanting to leave America and waving the Mexico flag, which is the place they don't want to go back to. How does that work? You're waving the flag of the place you don't want to go back to in protest of being deported from a place you claim Mexico's better than. I don't get that one, man. Y'all gonna have to help me understand that one. And I'm really seeing that the whole thing about paid rioters, paid protesters is true, because you'll see somebody that just looks suspicious as all get out. Like the weirdos that do this stuff kind of have a certain look to them. You'll have somebody that looks nothing like them, that sticks out like a sore thumb, usually wearing all black. They'll like throw something through a window to like incite a riot, to incite a looting, and then they'll disappear. You won't see them again. I never knew this was a thing until the George Floyd stuff was happening. You had pallets of bricks that were just showing up out of nowhere. Pallets of bricks. A pallet of bricks or several pallets of bricks would just happen to be in places where it was a high chance that there'd be a riot. And lo and behold, there would then be one. Now, the reason why this is significant is because those of you who may be uninitiated when it comes to this, bricks are not cheap. Even if there was a construction site around, they wouldn't just leave pallets of bricks around. Pallets of bricks cost like hundreds of dollars. You're not trying to lose that. So you wouldn't just leave those around. So it's extremely strange when you find pallets of bricks in places that there's no construction happening whatsoever. What are they there for? So yeah, this whole thing with paid protesters, paid rioters, this is for real a thing. I'm seeing it in real time. I saw one get chased down. Somebody saw a person who didn't look like they were from the area that was doing sus stuff, threw a rock or a brick or whatever through a window to incite a looting, and the guy checked him like, hey, don't do that. Like, why would you do that or whatever? He took off running. He chased after him, filming him. When he got far enough away from the main crowd, the guy turned around and flashed a firearm at him. So that's when he stopped pursuit. What's that about? This stuff is insanity in California, man. Really, just absolutely insanity. You have people that couldn't care less about no damn deportation of illegals. They're out there just to steal. They're out there just to commit crimes. They have, for once in their life, an avenue to act out Grand Theft Auto. That's what they're out there doing. I seen a police car have the back window bashed in by a rock. That is insane. The police chief and the mayor are giving competing versions of what's happening. The mayor is sitting up on the news saying things are mostly peaceful, the police have it under control. And then you have the police chief that's saying we're overwhelmed. We're having a hard time containing this. We're not containing this. We need help. Who do you think is telling the truth? The mayor, who we saw how she moved during the fires, or the police chief, the guy that's actually boots on the ground trying to get the situation together? Who do you believe? I know who I believe. It ain't the mayor. Yeah, I'll just go on and tell you. I ain't gonna even leave you in suspense. It ain't the mayor. It's just absolutely ridiculous, man. California looks like a third world country. I seen a guy with a mask, his shirt off, holding a Mexican flag, standing on top of a burnt out car. And people were just all snapping pictures of him. That's where we at. And again, this stuff only happens in these blue cities. Only in California or somewhere else nutty like this. Like New York. Because New York's a great city. It's like New York was like considered to be the portrait of American living. The great city. Unfortunately, it's been ran into the ground too because of the leadership. Man, New York's really a sad case. Now it's starting to be protests or whatever there. It hasn't reached California coming to a head just yet, but it's certainly possible. It's very possible that I may end up making a video like this talking about New York. This stuff in California has been going on for days. National Guard's been called out. Trump is about to send the Marines out there. What the F, man? What the hell? For real. I like to say I've never seen anything like this before, but we have seen something like this before. And it's always in the same type of places. And unfortunately, it's always the usual suspects. The usual suspects, black and brown folks specifically, always take something happening that they don't like as an excuse for burning down their own community. This is why white flight exists. I'm gonna say the uncomfortable part out loud. This is why white flight exists. That's why. People move in, stuff happens that they don't like, and then they want to burn the neighborhood to ash. I wouldn't want them as my neighbor. So yeah, I get it. When you see that a certain demographic moves a certain way and you don't want that to be your life, you move away when you see they start moving in. I completely understand. I get it. Because black folks do it too. It's just unfortunately when black folks move to those safer neighborhoods that be predominantly white, we have to deal with the stigma put on us by the goofies. So that's what's happening in California, man. I'm gonna leave it there. Probably gonna go ahead and hit the gym while I'm out here. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'ma holler at y'all. Peace.